committed suicide. 1-story building. Instead of going the way his brothers had gone before him. He didn't want to do that, so. And my nieces and nephews and my fellow cousins could not understand it. I told them, I said, don't not judge him. It was his choice, his decision. You know, he had to do what he had to do, but this is why I committed myself so much to bring diabetes to the forefront of the Latino community, which has a tremendously difficult time with it. It's got to be the diet. Sure, it's the diet, along with genetics, of course, but it's really exercise, and that's what we do, exercise. I mean, I'm 64. I know I look good. I know I look good when I'm 64 years old, and you know, I feel great. And it hasn't been activated. I work out almost every single day. I climb mountains. I try to climb for an hour and a half every day up in the Encino Hills, the fire roads. And I do this because I wanted to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. And then when Dr. Andros asked me 12 years ago to get involved, I don't know if you've had any dealings with Dr. Andros, but it's kind of hard to say no. He's asking you for anything. So he asked me to partake in this, and he honored me by asking if he could use my name. Of course, as emotional I am, I think it's my age again. I started to tear up, and of course I was very emotionally moved. But I get more emotionally moved by the people that I'm going to present today, and the person who will be receiving this award today. Because first of all, these people that I'm going to introduce first are members of a very elite club. A club where the recognition has been total by your peers. And we appreciate everything that you do on behalf of all of us who are plagued with it, who understand it, who have family members who have either gone blind or have lost limbs, who have died because of this disease. So these people, and they're here today, and I got to tell you, I am so honored to say to them, thank you for the presence. And I'd like them for please to stand and stay standing so we can cheer them all on at the very end. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Netherlands, the grandfather of the diabetic foot and inaugural honoree, the very first person to receive this award, Dr. Carl Bacher. I won't make you stay standing, I know you can't tell. From Manchester, England, perhaps the funniest man in this room, and I do mean the funniest, and certainly the most prolific writer and professor, Dr. Andrew Bolt. From Boston, whose Celtics we love to beat. I love beating him. My biggest fan and a model for all of us to emulate, Dr. Gary Gibbons. From Washington, D.C., whose heart and soul and photographic eye reside in Africa, the Arctic, the jungles of Asia, and South America, a Georgetown professor and plastic surgeon who dedicates his life to saving limbs, Dr. Chris Attinger. From Seattle, a professor at the University of Washington who's fundamentally changed and refined the understanding of antimicrobial therapy, the cleverest of my true loves of hearts, Dr. Ben Lipsky. Also a professor at the University of Washington in Seattle, a former NASA space scientist who pioneered biomechanics of human locomotion, a doctor who cycles to work. Try it, okay? It works. Dr. Peter Kavanaugh. From Philly, last year's honoree and first podiatrist to win this award, a pilot and speaker who is so good everyone picks up a pen when he opens his mouth, the tallest honoree, Dr. Warren Joseph. And now to say thank you for the 8th time to a person who is by far one of the most special vascular surgeon, friend, colleague, husband, father, teacher, writer, speaker, treating doctor, a caring clinician, a skilled surgeon, one of the few who knows the classic techniques like virtuoso and practices the most contemporary endo procedures. Dr. Joseph Joe L. Mills. I say senior, or you'll see why. Noted vascular surgeon, tireless teacher, and limb salvage thought leader, Dr. Mills is professor and chief of vascular and endovascular surgery at the University of Arizona College of Medicine in Tucson. Since 1994, Dr. Mills also is co-director of SALSA. I don't mean the hot sauce. I mean the Southern Arizona Limb Salvage Alliance at the University of Arizona College of Medicine. And it's never been used for a better acronym, SALSA. As my friend Dr. Andros says, Joe Mills often works below the radar. So many people may not be aware of how important his contributions to vascular surgery and limb salvage really are. It was Joe who helped develop a novel partnership between the Society for Vascular Surgery and the American Pediatric Medical Association. Tell me I'm not nervous. And he has done seminal work in vascular surgery and limb salvage. Our own Dr. David Armstrong and Dr. Mills' colleague, Joe Mills, is one of those, as he states, Joe Mills is one of those very rare combinations of the world-class surgeon, world-class intellect, world-class teacher, and world-class academic. Working alongside him is a daily source of inspiration. Dr. Mills is an educator, an author, an editor, principal investigator, presenter at conferences all over the world. He's a member of the board of directors of the Society for Vascular Surgery, and very likely a future president. Dr. Mills is a diplomat and director of the American Board of Surgery. In addition, he is you got me confused here, but it's okay. We are here to honor. Into this, you guys left me with one of my pages. I know it takes an awful lot. I've never had to read so much in my life with you guys. Yeah, you left one page out. That's about the whole pocket. Is it coming? I love you. You did have to. Dr. Mills graduated cum laude from both Georgetown University and Georgetown University School of Medicine. He completed residency programs in general surgery at Wilford Hall U.S. Air Force Medical Center, at Lackland Air Force Base, in vascular surgery at Oregon Health Sciences University in Portland. I'm honored today to be able to say that he's here not only to receive this, but he's here in the presence of his beautiful wife, Margaret, who I'd like to have stand, please. Margaret, would you please stand? Please stand. Joe Jr., would you please stand? Dan, would you please stand? And the lovely wife there behind him, please stand. Andrew, please stand. These are his children, his daughter-in-law, and his wife, ladies and gentlemen. Please a big round of applause, much bigger than that. These are the people who sacrifice every day of their lives so that Joe can be with you guys. My love to all of you. I can't even tell you or begin to say thank you to you enough, because I know what it takes to do what he's done. I know what it takes to sacrifice away from your family and the amount of commitment that it takes to get to this place of understanding himself. Joe, no one deserves it as much as you do. You've done so much for all of us. So it's my great pleasure, my great honor to give you this year's Edward James Olmos diabetic foot.